Greetings, dear friends. You are watching the Zanir Eskez, Know Thyself series on the iKaper channel. Within a group of Armenian dance melodies lies many secrets from ancient times in the way the pagan beliefs and ancient world viewpoints can be derived. In researching these songs, one can argue that there is much to learn about Armenian traditions and of what the Armenians in ancient times believed. Such an example would be the song entitled Shogher. First, we will see what this song presents to the listener at first glance. It was in 1907 when Gomidas wrote the music of Shogher to be sung as a choral piece, and in 1912 he reprinted the piece as a solo within a Greek journal in Constantinople. Robert Atayan finds it odd to think that the latter half of the song, which is melancholic, is diametrically different from the first half, which is evidently a joyous song. He points to the fact that when Gomidas wrote the folk song, he did not make any changes to its arrangement for a reason. On the contrary, he purposely separated the second half of the song with a line to remind the reader that there is a different connotation to the song in the second half. Usually, the second half of the song is not played that often for practical purposes of the length of the song. Now let's turn towards the essence of the song itself and see what meaning the tragic portion of the song, as per Robert Atayan, really means. Firstly, the song depicts an overcast mountain, where it is snowy, as Shogher is carelessly and happily dancing under the snowflakes. She is so happy she does not want to go home, as it is further depicted by the boy who is mesmerized by Shogher's beauty. His heart is filled with a burning desire and is unable to sleep at night as he is tormented by Shogher's beauty as she dances carelessly upon the Armenian highlands in his dreams as well. The boy constantly pleads for Shogher not to stop her dance under the snowflakes, as if she takes more strength with the boy's presence as he tirelessly watches her dance. Even though it is snowing, the boy feels as if the fire is raining upon him, burning his soul for Shogher, and asks not for water to be doused upon him, as it is custom during the Vartavar festival, but for snow to be brought to him from the icy peaks to cool his burning desire. In the song's next verse, the snow is increasing so much that it is hindering Shogher's dance, and the boy returns to his castle. It is from this point where the tragedy begins, according to Robert Atayan. For some unknown reason, the boy is found to be dead, and someone is singing on behalf of him, saying, "Without reaching my goal, the deep slumber has befallen me, Shogher, my love." The whole happy depiction also changes into autumn, with the falling of the leaves and the trees left bare with the dried up branches. We then see a saddened Shogher whose beloved has departed forever. However, a completely different picture appeared before us when we looked at the lyrical content of the song from a different angle. During the conversations with Dr. Sarkissian about different songs, having already seen how the elements of ancient nature worship were manifested in worship songs, we suddenly noticed that the song Shogher also belongs to such songs. It simply expresses the change of seasons. Sarkissian also agreed with our opinion, noting that the song refers to the annual cycle of the sun. But before we talk about this, let's first touch a little on the figures of the sun and its eternal companions in the sky, Lusaper, the morning star or Venus, and Kisherava, the evening star, the same Venus. according to ancient Armenian beliefs. The ancient Armenians noticed that just before dawn, only one star remained in the sky, and they knew very well when that only one star was visible, then the sun will rise soon. This was named Lusaper, translated to the bringer of light. But there was also another star that was the first to shine in the sky just after sunset. This also heralded the coming of night, and was also named Kisheravar, translated to the leader of the night. And so Lusaper and Kisheravar are the eternal companions of the sun god in the sky, who were imagined in the form of a bird, in some regions an eagle, in others a dove. We will talk about why a dove in the next issue. These three, the sun, Lusaper, and Kisheravar, are the eternal inhabitants of the sky, and their image soon became a symbol of eternity. During the reign of Ardash's dynasty, these three became the state symbol of the great Armenian kingdom, which we see on the coin struck with the face of Dikran the Great, imprinted on the king's crown. Here the sun is eight-winged, as 8 rays, which symbolize the 4 ways of the compass and 4 intermediate aspects of the world, to which the sun god sent his life-giving light and heat: north, south, east, west, and northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. On the coin struck with the face of Ardavas II, son of Dikran the Great, only the 8-winged sun is depicted, without Lusaper and Kisheravar. And now let's see what commonality can be seen in the song Shogher. It must have referred the sun and Lusaper in ancient times to express the love between Vahakan and Astrik, keeping the description of the seasons in order. It is known that Vahakan was not only the god of war and courage, but also the god of the sun. From ancient times there were 2 main deities, the sun and the thunder, who were constantly at war with each other. The sun later appears to be personified as Vahakan, and the thunderclouds as dragons that surround Vahakan, seeking to overthrow him, but the ever-valiant Vahakan defeats them and chases them away. Now let's discuss the textual content of the song, which, as we said, expresses the annual cycle of the sun and the love between Vahakan and Astrik. The first verse in the song describes the early spring, when the sky is cloudy and it does not snow as much as in winter, but a few flakes are visible under the cloud. It is a cloud. The snow won't come. Shogher, dear. The snow will not come home. Shogher, dear. You sway, you dance. Shogher, dear. The snow will be seen under the cloud. Shogher, dear. Who is the shining then? In our opinion, this is the same morning star that shines in the sky just before sunrise. Astrik, whom the loving Vahakan asks to sway and dance for him. In the second verse, Arev Vahakan's heart filled with a new burning desire from the beauty and charming dance of the morning star. The weather is getting warmer day by day. Sleep is slowly escaping from Vahakan's eyes, and the sun is starting to set later. My heart is full of tears, Shogher, dear. My eyes won't sleep. Shogher, dear. You sway, you dance. Shogher, dear. The snow will be seen under the cloud. Shogher, dear. In the third verse, we see the description of the summer. The heat pours from above because Arev Vahakan is already burning with the love of the goddess. And in order to cool his heart, he asks Astrik to bring him not water, but snow from the mountains on Vartavar Day. It is raining from above, Shogher dear. Will light my heart, Shogher dear. Rise for me, Shogher dear. Bring snow from the mountains, Shogher dear. On Vartavar, the goddess of love, Astrik, is still celebrated in the middle of summer, during which people sprinkle water on each other. After the adoption of Christianity, Vartavar became the feast of the Transfiguration of Christ. But the pagan Armenians believed that on that day, Astrik sanctified the waters, which people sprinkled on each other with divine love, purity, and warmth. As we can see, Astrik was closely related to the worship of water, and in our next issue we will look at the few dances in which the two brides swimming in the river flowing through the mushel field are mentioned, which, in our opinion, were the same Lusaper and Kisheravar, or Astrik and her entourage. Now let's see what is told in the fourth verse of the song, Shogher Jan. Summer has passed, snow has been put on the top of the mountains, autumn has begun. Shining stars love, Are Vahaken is already going home early. The sun is setting. The snow came to the top of the mountain peaks, Shogher dear. QT came home, Shogher dear. It will be seen, the snow will be seen, Shogher dear. A house will be seen under the fort, Shogher dear. And now, here comes the fifth verse, which according to Robert Atayan, gives the song a surprisingly tragic ending. But in our opinion, it is just a description of deep autumn, and there is nothing tragic, because Are Vahaken continues to act in the first person in the song and addresses to his beloved Astrik, saying that he fell asleep before he reached the suitor. Winter soon comes, covering the sky and the sun with a layer of white and thick cloud. The sun is no longer visible, it is sleeping. Not yet reached, my betrothed, dear Shogher. I fell into a deep sleep, dear Shogher. What will be seen? The snow will be seen, dear Shogher. A house will be seen under the fort, Shogher dear. Autumn came from the mountains, leaves fell from the tree. Shogher was stricken with pain. And what does Vahaken beg from his lover? To reach his loved one. But the sun and Kisheravar or Lusaper never reach each other, never appear in the sky at the same time, because with the first rays of the sun, the star is no longer visible. Let's also remember the tradition that tells about the wedding of Vahaken and Astrik. They never get married because when they throw lavash on the bride and groom's shoulders, according to the ancient custom, suddenly the lavash slips from Astrik's shoulder and falls to the ground, and the mother aunt Anahid forbids Astrik to marry. And so, Are Vahaken never reaches his suitor. In the last verse, it is said that autumn, coming down from the mountains, shed the leaves from the trees, and Shogher, who left the yard, was filled with pain and did not shine as before. These sad words, however, are sung to the same cheerful tune as Shogher dances with happiness. And that means that everything is not over. Winter will pass, and Are Vahaken will wake up, and everything will start again. Here, such an interesting picture is hidden in what we think is the song Shogher Jan, from our ancient Armenian beliefs, which although after the adoption of Christianity began to be perceived as a song about a couple in love, but these coincidences allow us to assume that it was part of the annual seasonal cycle, a ritual dedicated to the interaction of the sun and Lusaper, which later, after the formation of mythology, was transformed into a ritual song dedicated to Vahaken, who replaced the sun, and Astig, who replaced Lusaper. That's it for this episode. Thanks for watching the video. Stay tuned for more interesting posts on the iCaper channel, and don't forget to subscribe.
Good